I'll never forget the first time I saw this movie. 1997, I was 16. 2 hours in, 1 more hour to go. I had to go to the restroom, but I was so invested in the movie, I decided that I would wait, I would hold it. And so I sat there, staring at all that water on that giant screen. I was in agony, but I'm sure glad I stayed in my seat. Titanic on VHS, double VHS at that. That's right, while all the cool kids are spending over $10 to see this in 3D, I decided that, hey, I'll watch it on VHS, despite the fact that I own the movie on DVD twice, and both are unopened. I'm actually going to dedicate this review to two awesome, beautiful ladies, one being Shippable, because she actually said on her review that when she's at home, she actually still watches it on VHS, and this is actually where I got the idea to do a review on VHS. Well, that, and the fact that when I thought about seeing it in the movie theater, I was like, no. The second person I dedicate this review to is Quinn, aka Some Nerdy Gal. I'm gonna say this right now, hands down, she's got the best review for Titanic. Why? Because she's actually done research. She's read the history of the event, and she talks about it in her review, and it's such an honest and adorable review that I highly recommend that review. You absolutely gotta check out the review. It's 10 minutes long, but every second of it is great. So anyway, Titanic, okay, what is this movie about? Well, you really expect me to answer that? It's probably not fair to call this a review, but this is more of an opinion and maybe a discussion on the movie. I'm not here to sell you on this movie. I mean, you've probably already seen it. You've probably made up your own mind about it. I'm just gonna tell you how I feel about this movie. As I said in the intro, I saw this movie when I was 16 in the movie theater with my parents, and I loved every minute of it. So much that despite the fact that I had to pee so bad, I could not leave my seat. I was glued to this film, and when it came on VHS, man, I must have watched this movie like I don't know how many damn times. And the cool thing is, the fact that this is a 3 hour and 15-minute movie, that length has never bothered me. This movie has such a great pace that it's never felt like a 3 hour movie. Now, I haven't seen this movie in years, and watching it this past weekend definitely reminded me that I've never had a problem with this movie. Now, I know throughout the years, it's become cool to make fun of this movie. It's been spoofed, it's been mocked. Looking back, there are definitely a lot of things that you can make fun of, but I don't like to do that, because I really think this is a very great movie. I don't know how this could have been a better movie. A lot of people have come out to say that it's very corny, and it's very sappy, and blah blah blah. Well, duh, it's a romance movie. And what's wrong with being corny and sappy when it comes to romance? This movie came out in 1997, right before 500 Days of Summer, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Like Crazy, before romance movies were cool and hip and edgy. And why am I still holding that? Not to mention, look at the time period that the event actually went down. I mean, people weren't interested in being cool and hip and splitting interesting dialogue. There were simpler times. If somebody was riding on a giant ship and standing in front of it, chances are that person might actually say that they are the king of the world. Now, let's talk about the romance, okay? Yeah, it's cheesy and sappy and this and that, but guess what? That's what romance is about sometimes. Especially in the relationship in this movie. It's a relationship that's forming. It's not something that's developed. It's not something that's been there for 2 years and it has two people getting sick of each other. It's about people falling in love. When you fall in love, you don't care about logic. You don't care about being cool. It's about being in love. It's special. And I totally feel that with this movie. I totally get the authenticity of it. Two people from different sides of the tracks getting together and somehow falling in love. I love the love story in this movie. I don't know how it could have been any better. And honestly, let me ask this question. what could have been a better storyline for this movie than an ill-fated romance? People complain about the romance, yet they don't have a problem with the second half that has everybody dying. Does that make any sense? And let's talk about the two leads, Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio. I thought they were terrific. I thought the chemistry was perfect. Never did it seem fake or forced or anything. It was so right. I know a lot of guys really gave Leo DiCaprio a lot of flack because, you know, I don't even know why. Honestly, hey, you know, I was watching the movie again and I'm thinking, you know what? How can you not fall in love with this guy? To be honest, and I'm gonna say it, I think guys were being jealous. His character was everything a girl could want, I would imagine. Charming, honest, daring, and handsome. I mean, yeah, let's be honest. I mean, the only thing I'll say is in 1997, Leo DiCaprio was still looking like a bobblehead. His body hadn't yet grown to his head. But I thought DiCaprio was awesome in this movie. This is one part that, for some reason, it gives me chills still. Titanic is sinking, he runs to a gate, and he's telling the guy behind the gate, open the gate, let us out. And the guy's all, you have to go back to the main stairwell. And Leo DiCaprio describes the gate, he's like, God damn son of a bitch. I love that scene for some reason. I'm like, holy shit, damn, do not piss this guy off. But I thought DiCaprio was great, I really do think so. But Kate Winslet, oh man. This movie made me fall in love with Kate Winslet. I still love Kate Winslet to this day. I love her character. I love her character. I feel bad for her character. Being trapped in a relationship that she doesn't want to be in, and now meeting this one guy who can actually give her freedom. Maybe not financial support, but freedom and love. I think Kate Winslet is terrific in the movie. She's beautiful. I mean, they picked the right girl. And Gloria Stewart, you gotta really give her credit. Her performance as the older roles is terrific. She's funny and witty. She's great. Billy Zane was the biggest asshole in film history when Titanic came out. There was not a shred of decency in his character. And Billy Zane played him so well. And I'm watching this movie over the weekend thinking, why the hell isn't Billy Zane in better movies? He was the Phantom, for crying out loud. Okay, maybe that's not a good example. Let's see who else. I mean, I think all the performances are solid. I really like all the performances. Acting is not an issue with this movie. And of course, the directing is not either. I don't think so. James Cameron made a great movie here. He definitely spent a lot of time and put a lot of heart in this project. I don't see anything wrong with this movie. I really don't. I'm sure it's definitely got its flaws, and I'm sure many of you on YouTube have pointed those out. But I watched the movie all over again, and I really just did not see anything wrong with this movie. I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna be honest, you know, I never lie about it. Yeah, I get teary-eyed when I see the movie. It was a tragic event, and it's funny how people can make fun of it. It's odd, actually. All because of the romance. I really don't get it. I mean, forget the camera work, forget the costume designs, the cinematography, the sound, the special effects, the suspense, and I seriously in suspense every time I see this movie, even though I know what's going to happen. But forget all that, because people can only judge it based on its romance, which, again, I have no problem with it. The dialogue, I have no problem with it. Simpler times, man, simpler times. People talk that way. Oh, and of course, the Celine Dion song. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I don't press stop until I hear that damn song. And come on, you guys know you do too. You guys know that, you know, the movie ends, the credits start rolling, that song comes up, and you're like, I can't stop this. I can't stop it. Come on, be honest. You know, some of you probably even sing along. Titanic to me is just one of those great timeless movies. I adore it. I think it's a great movie. It's not one of my all-time favorites, but it's just a terrific film. When I hear people saying that the movie sucks, I just don't get it. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I just don't get it. Sure, flaws are there. If I really wanted to be a jerk, I could judge it harshly, but I love the romance. I love the action sequences. I love the characters. Kathy Bates was a great character. The characters that you're meant to hate, you really do hate. You really want to just... I enjoy every minute of Titanic. I really do. So, I, of course, give Titanic a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 8+, whatever. My rating is 5 out of 5. And I'm forever sticking to that. Whether it's on VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, 3D, no matter what, I don't give a shit what anybody says. Titanic is a classic. So, in the comments, tell me what you don't like about the movie. Be honest, it's cool. Let's discuss this. Tell me if you love the movie. What, just feel free. Comment whatever you want. And again, other than a romance, what would have been a better storyline for Titanic? Titanic on VHS. I'll never let go. I'll never... Shit.